play some TNA, or try to, because it's quite a hard game. So the object of the game is to blow up reactors, or save reactors. Blow up or save, I don't know. I think it's blow up. And the way that you do that is by hitting. The way that you do that is by hitting this dial pad, and you got to make everything go purple. And it gets harder and harder through the game. Let me just adjust this mic. So I've got one more hit to that first target, and that will activate or unlock the reactor. Hi Craig, good to see you, man. So I was hoping to start playing a bit earlier, but I had a Windows issue with my laptop, which is so frustrating when it decides it needs to update and you can't do anything except update it, and then it takes freaking hours for it to download. And I've got a fast network connection. Anyway, it'll teach me for not being organised. Well, come next week, mate. You'll be able to play it if you're coming. We'll have a little high score tourney on it or something. So so I've now activated the reactor, and we now have to hit the scoop to start the reactor. This game's really good for practicing catches. And as you can see, I need a lot of practice. Come on. Terrible, terrible. I need to warm up a bit. Take my shoes off. That's better. Right, that was my warm-up game. Yeah, Craig, come down next weekend, man. This will be on all day. It'll probably be trying to avoid people hogging it, because it's such a good game. Yeah, if you can, mate. If not, and you're in the area, let me know. I'm also hosting the last round of the. Damn, I missed that. I'm also hosting the last round of the London and South East League, so you can always pop by for that. And that's in July, though. I think Kev Donovan's coming. I think Rich Mallett's coming. A load of other guys, basically. A few of my buddies from work and a few non-pinball players, which will be exciting for them. Right, okay, so I've got the reactor started now. I now have to get the ball in here and bounce it to blow the reactor up. Oh. And I'll unlock the balls that I locked earlier. So you get playfield multiplier. Whoa, that was nearly a very quick multi-ball. You get playfield multiplier that's determined on the balls that you've got. So you've got 3 balls. I've now got 2. I've now got 1. So if you want to get a 4th ball in multi-ball, if you send the ball up the lock and drop all the targets again. Oh, that was terrible. Yeah, it's getting there, mate. I got a couple of little things to finish off, but it's we had a bunch of autistic teenagers come round and play pinball, a bit of a charity thing last week, and they loved it, and everything held up. I lost a flipper spring on Batman, but nothing major, which is good. And the power lasted all right, so that's good. Kind of a bit of a test, but the autistic kids love it, and the society they were nuts for it. They're like, when can we do another one? at this game sometimes. It's really weird. This game can be, it can really be crucifying. The other day I just turned it on very quickly, one game, and do 3 reactors, nearly the 4th, and get like 2 million on it, which 2 million for me is on this game. I think is a massive score. But it's all about the multipliers. You want to get a score, you got to have multipliers and jackpots. It's if you want to get reactors, if you just go for reactors, you won't necessarily get a high score. This is just such a fucking cool game. I think you're gonna love it, mate. I just haven't played any proper pinball for like ages now. It's amazing how you kind of get a bit slow. Plus it's Friday night. I've had a couple of beers and a curry, so I'm even more slower than normal. Well, that's my excuse. Let me grab my beer. I'm on this stuff tonight. Don't know what it's like. I thought I'd try it. I bet it's piss water. It's not bad actually. It's called New Black Lager. From Waitrose, I think. Right, let's try and get a reactor. Hey Adam. Yeah, I mean, I think some people are. There's some people that definitely don't like it because they're looking for ramps and toys and gadgets, but just pure skillful pinball. And the thing about this game is, you know, there's a lot of games where you'll get a ball bounce over the out lanes, or you'll get a ball do something it's not really supposed to do, and you lose the ball because of the game design. It's really hard to do that in this game. I have done it. Once I had a ball did bounce off and hit there, but it's very rare. And when you lose the ball in this game, it's usually because you made a mistake. It's not because the game screwed you. And for me, I like that because you kind of continually playing and getting better and better, because the game is teaching you how, you know, it's teaching you what not to do, if that makes sense. At least that's what I think. And I know for a fact since I got this game, like doing catches and stuff like that, I'm rubbish at pinball. So, but I know I definitely feel that this game definitely puts your skills right on the edge. Come on, and the skill shot, it's so hard to go from like a plunge that hits the skill shot to a plunge that doesn't. It's a tiny margin. And you see Bowen, like, I don't know if you saw his video at him at Texas Pinball Festival. Just the skill that guy's got is just insane. That was a lucky shot. Kick ass. I need biffs it. See if we can get that multi-ball going. Right, reactor unlocked. So I want to hit the scoop. Oh, the scoop can be quite a tough shot. It rejects quite often, which is a bit of a because it's at a kind of, so you try and hit it there, but it's at a bit of an angle, and really it's straight to that flipper. So if you get a ball in the right timing, you can always get it from that flipper. But from this one, it's a bit of a lucky shot because of the angles off. You see, ball. You don't control the ball in this game, man. It just eats you alive. I'm not sure about this beer, but we'll keep drinking it. 70k, that's probably my lowest score ever. Right, let's try and get some momentum on this game. Ah, come on! Hey, Deathbringer man, how are you? Playing a bit of TNA. I don't know if you're into pinball, if you've heard of it, but it's the big game that's out at the moment. Listen, Iron Maiden. Now you could turn the LCD off and play this game without it. The LCD, I think they put on it kind of because every pinball machine's got a display. I don't think it's I don't think they put it on for any other reason. Scott said, if you read his blog, I think, it was a post he made. Scott Danesi, the designer, he said he was he didn't envisage it having an LCD, and you don't really look at the LCD. The only thing the LCD is used for is if you get mystery, then it displays. But you know, you could have used the the displays for that, the numerics. I think they're alpha. I think they'll do alphanumeric. I think. Ooh. Yikes. Hold on. I think that's my. Hold on a sec. That's my cabling. 1 second. Sorry. Hold on. Oh, no, it's not. Yikes. Hold on a sec. Oh, I don't know what that was. That was a bit scary. Hold on, let me turn it back on. I thought it was, I've got this set up so you can get the direct display. That was a shame because it was a good game. I've got this set up so you get a direct display. And I thought it was that doing it. 1 second. That was a bit scary actually. Hi Alan, man. I just had to reboot it because I was getting a lot of noise out the speaker. I don't know if you heard that. I thought it was once if I get the right key. Right. Making sure there's nothing dodgy looking in there, but there isn't. You plug this back in so it'll boot. This is the major downside of streaming. You have to kind of put all this clutter around the games, and when you need to get to the game to do something, it is a major pain in the ass. So I don't know what caused that. There we go. Right, should boot now. Sorry about that, I don't know what the hell happened. It didn't sound very good though. Let me start it again, see if it's alright.
Welcome to the future.
Seemed to be when the shaker went. I mean, the other thing that it's useful for is, the screen's for is the I wonder if something's come loose on the cabling. I'll keep playing and see what happens. I had to move a few things around. This game came out and went back in. I might have nudged some of the cables, but we'll give it a go. See if it plays alright.
Welcome to the future.
So I've got this set up so you can see the screen. There's an HDMI cable that goes from the computer to the screen, and I've basically taken that cable out, plugged into my encoder, and then plugged the cable from my encoder to the screen. I think that might have caused that noise because the sound goes through HDMI as well. Because I've moved this, I need to move everything back into place. Tell you, streaming, man, it's hard work. Sometimes I wonder why I do it. Anyway, right. Here we go. Right, so the purpose of this bit of the game, you have to hit the control pad, these bits here, turn them all pink, and then that enables you to then start the reactor, which I will show you in a minute, hopefully. Right, I've got one more hit on that. Should have nudged harder. Yeah, no, I agree. It's kind of why I like streaming. It's good to talk to pinballers, and also, you know, not everyone's got every game, so it's good to watch people with different games. Like, that's one of the reasons why I like watching Tim, Pinball Live Tim, because he's got a great collection of Bally Williams and Data East games. So I've now got trying to catch the ball. Right, I've now got this display done, this dial pad as they call it. The start reactor light flit, I've got to hit the scoop. And you can do it from the left flipper, but it's a bit harder. Because of the angle. You're hitting it there, so you get a bit of a bounce, whereas this way the scoop kind of sends the ball down, if that makes sense. That. Right, so now I'm trying to get the ball into that bit in the middle. Right, so I got it now. As you can see, that flipper is about as much use as a chocolate freaking teapot. I think it's there just to infuriate you. It's not hugely useful unless the ball, if the ball comes down the C on core, it's really hard to do anything with the ball. Try and get that multi-ball going. It's quite hard to do multi-ball and hit stuff in the reactor. Right, so I've blown the reactor up. I now have to hit the flashing target, which is the pop bumper. So once I hit that pop bumper, if I hit the pop bumper, Right. Let's try and hit that pop bumper. It's quite a tough shot to hit it direct on. Oh, you kind of never want to hit it. So basically the game picks a random shot. Ah! So I didn't get it. So if you got the ball coming down, you can hit it from that flipper. The ball's coming down the flipper. It's such a hard shot to time right. I find. Anyway, that was nearly one reactor. My highest number of reactors is 3. Let's try and get that reactor going. This game, I find myself kind of leaving work spot on time so I can get home and play it. It's so addictive. I think it's just a great game. If you're into this, if you like this type of game, which I do, I think it's brilliant. Right, so I've got 2 balls blocked. I've got 1 target to hit to activate the reactor. Right, reactor's unlocked. I deliberately let those balls drain to make it a bit easier in hitting the reactor, but that was a bit of a fail. It's hard to hit, when you got multi-ball, it's hard to aim for anything. There we go.
Please stand by for reactor startup sequence.
I don't think I wouldn't say this is better than Batman or Batman's better than this. I think they're both brilliant games. It'd be hard to say which one, you know, if I could only have one pinball machine, which would it be? I suspect it would be Batman, because of my love of all things Batman. In fact, I just got this great shirt. I must post a picture of it. This Hawaiian Batman shirt. Right. Ah, come on! Damn you, game. I just got this great Batman Hawaiian shirt. Right, so I've activated the reactor. I just need to go and blow it up by getting into the reactor core. Here we go. Right. Brilliant. So now I have to hit this. It's randomly picked. It's randomly picked that destroy button. No, come on. Yeah, as you go through the reactor, it's harder to activate them, it's harder to close them, it's harder to blow them up at the end. The game kind of does more, puts more on the playfield for you to do. That was a lucky shot. That was nearly a lucky shot. Ah! This is going to be like reactor block. I just cannot get that skill shot for the life of me. I don't want to load the ball, I want to hit the reactor! Right. Ah! It's like when I got Horde on Walking Dead. I was streaming, I lit the horde target on Walking Dead. And to light it, you've got to hit this one shot. It's kind of similar shot to this. It took me about 20 attempts before I lit it. But I did do it. Yay! There we go. Reactor destroyed. Here we go. So we're back where we started, and I need to activate this dial pad again. I'm going to try and pick up... Oh, save. I think there's something... When I got the game, this screw... Well, I was streaming, the screw rolled out of the pop cap. And I don't... It doesn't feel like it's been right. I'll need to take a look at it tomorrow, because I think it's not... it's not as sensitive as it should be. It's mega lively, and if you send the ball, I was saying this earlier, I genuinely think if you send the ball somewhere stupid, it'll punish you for it. You know, this is really about ball control. That was a better game. Let me get my beer. We're on new black beer. Lager, rather. I found it in home base. Waitrose. It's not bad. I'm a bit of a peculiar drinker. Right, back into this.
Welcome to the future.
So it's good to try and light as many of those dial shots while the ball save's going, because that happens. And also you're kind of in that straight down the middle territory. I try and hit the dial pad from this flipper because it bounces that way. With this one, it'll bounce straight down the middle. Easier said than done, of course. It's a great game for tourney. Playing at TPF in the tournament, it was awesome. Actually, it was one of the few games I did alright on. Ah, come on. What else we got? Electric on board, hit pause. Craig's still on Scribble, good to see you, man. Right, so now the reactor's live. I have to hit the scoop where it says start reactor. Ooh. Here we go.
Please stand by for reactor startup sequence.
I've got these kind of bouncy pads, mats to stand on. And you're playing for a while. They're really good if you're not wearing shoes.
Main stage, level 1.
Ah, come on. Right, reactor started.
Super spinner initialized.
Right, so now I have to hit the that drop pop, that pop bumper again. You see it flashing. A good way of hitting it is to use a multi-ball. Yeah, there's definitely something not 100% with the pop bumper, isn't it? There we go.
3x jackpot. 3x jackpot.
You can watch the score with a 3x playfield now. This is how you get points on this game. It's not by killing reactors, at least not in my view. That was not bad, 600. If I get more than 500k in this game, I'm typically happy. In the millions, I'm very happy. Yeah, there's something not right with that pop bumper. In fact, let me just quickly. Yeah, it must be the switch. Let me, oh, jeez. Actually, I'm not going to bother. I'll leave it. I'll have a look at it tomorrow. I think when I first got the game, I streamed it. A screw rolled out. And it was, if you watch the first stream video, you can actually see it roll out of that area. And I looked to see if there was anything obviously missing, and there wasn't. But there's definitely the switch is definitely not as sensitive as it needs to be. Basically, does it still say Corvette? I thought I'd changed it, mate. Rubbish. How do I fix that again? Is it this button? No. Now that's going to irritate me because no one wants to watch me play Corvette Pinball. They all want to watch something else. Here we go. Info. Nope. This. Presence. Nope. I don't know how you change it. When you're going in the thing, I've got no idea how you change this. Must be here somewhere. Ah, here we go. See, on this it says it's done it. If I look on my bit, it's saying, it says TNA. Anyway, Corvette's a good game, man. Yeah, the multipliers are really what drives this game. And on multi-ball, when you collect the balls, you send another ball up to the scoop, it'll do an adder ball. Or if you get mystery, it'll do an adder ball, and then you're on 4 times playfield and 4 times jackpot. And that's where the points are in this game. Now, everyone going for reactors. I think actually just ignore the reactors and just keep going for multi-ball and the. If I was playing a tournament, I would not be focused on reactors too much. I'd be trying to get multi-ball. So I think that you get the multipliers, and I think that's where all the points in this game come from. You increase the playfield multipliers, Craig, when you've got multi-ball. So if you've got 3 balls, when you start multi-ball, you've got 3 balls, you get 3 times multiplier. If you lose a ball, it's 2, and then if you get the adder ball, it's 4. So if you watch when I'll try and get multi-ball. You pick it up through that basically. Ah, terrible. No, they're not. They stay on. So when you're in multi-ball, they stay on, and they as long as you keep the balls. The problem with multi-ball, especially 4's nuts. You got so much going on. Trying to actually hit targets without hitting other balls is quite tough. That's where the ball save really comes in. So the other thing you've got in this game is the in and out lane, the lights, when you light it up, so I've lit one up, you light the other 3, one will go white, and that becomes an extended ball saver. And you want to keep on this game, when you're multi-ball, you want to keep that ball saver going as long as you can, because the only way at hitting things, at least in my view, is clear the balls out a bit, then try and hit the targets. Otherwise, you're kind of you're almost a bit random on whacking things, trying to hit things. So that pop bumper was all right there. And the other thing, see the pop bumper's working all right now. Weird. Maybe I just wasn't hitting it hard enough. I don't know. So I'm trying to hit the scoop and get multi-ball. I'll try and pick up the multi-ball first. Oh, just missed it. There we go. So you'll see I've got 3x on the playfield. Now if I hit all the drop targets and send the ball up that scoop, I'll get an adder ball. And the jackpot is the are the drop targets as well. Oh, that was good. So I got 3 times reactor jackpot for that, and boom. You can see how hard it is to hit anything. So each drop target, damn it. That's a shame because I'd cleared all the drop targets. So you got jackpot, super jackpot, and then that, I think the last one's a double super jackpot, and then you hit the scoop, and that gives you an adder ball. But in that little space of time, I got multi-ball, I got jackpots, I did the reactor, I blew the reactor up, got all the reactor core, and did the thing to light the next reactor. And the great thing about the reactors, I mean, is the music in this game is just epic. And you're come on, that was terrible. When you get to reactor 3, 4, 5, 6, there's new music, and the music's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. That was a bit bad. You see, there's a previous game, I think I got 700,000, I got a higher score, I get no reactors. This one I got 1 reactor and the score's not that great, so I'm convinced that getting the multipliers and going for jackpot and then trying to also do reactors while you've got the 3 times is really where the points are. Doing reactors with just with 1 ball just isn't worth it. So you'll see here, right, I've got this flashing E. If I hit the flippers, I can move it. And that allows me to pick up, that's a free ball save. So if the ball's coming out, hit it there, and if you're quick, you'll get ball save. But then I can pick it up and extend, if I light them all again and pick them up, it makes the ball save longer. Yeah, well, mate, you can catch with this. It's just very fast. But you're trying to use the angle of the machine to either drop catch or see. I got the ball save there. You're trying to use the angle of the machine where the balls come to either drop catch or live catch. And depending on which flipper it's landing it and which angle. And actually Bone and his bollocks. See, I could have tried to catch that and it just wasn't enough. It's too down the flipper. Bone in the tutorial he did at Texas talked about the angles and how they landed on the flipper, which was really useful.
Level 1. Reactor unlocked. Skill shot complete. Please stand by for reactor
It's because I got that skill shot without moving it, the reactor activated right away.
Reactor online.
Aha.
All saved.
Lucky, very lucky. Right. See, because I was trapping that ball, I couldn't use a flipper. Right, here we go. Reactor done. And now, well, that was a lucky shot. I hit the D. I don't know if you saw it, but it's one of the, it's like the freaking drop target, the bomb drop target in Walking Dead. Trying to hit that is fucking brutal. I got a lucky shot off of it. Ooh. I did a bit of a lunge on the machine there. So you can back. There is a lot to be able to backhand on this. But when you got a lot of the ball moving quite fast, you got to react to it quickly. I could have picked that up with the ball save, but I just didn't. I'm still learning, you know, what trajectory the ball goes when it bounces and stuff. Whereas somewhere like Walking Dead, where I played it a lot, I kind of know. Doesn't matter where the ball hits. I've got a good idea where it's headed. I just haven't got that. I haven't kind of figured that out on this game yet. I will show the irritating people that have got their high score on my game. This is Thomas, who runs the pub in Brighton. I forget what it's called. It used to be in London, the Swedish guy. He got that on his first game. That's my best score, 2.1 million. Tim Thornton, Tux, who's on the forum. Pete from SWL's got 7 lows. Thomas got 330 spins. I don't know how the hell he did that. And Tux the pops anyway. Pipeline, that's what it's called. Yeah. He really liked it. I took the game into Flip Out, which if you're in London, go visit Flip Out. Great place. But I'm opening it up tomorrow. I'm one of the founders, so I'm opening the club up tomorrow all day. I took the game in for during the London and South East meet. It was non-stop plays all day, and he played it. He liked it. I think most people liked it. It sounded like the music. Occasionally, I need to check that scoop, because occasionally it's sending the balls out straight down the middle, which is a bit annoying. Usual stuff you have to do on machines these days, sadly. Tweak things just so that they flow right. Right, let's try and light this molly ball. Oh, I just missed that. Bollocks. Fuck.
Please stand by for reactor startup sequence. Reactor online.
So I've activated that lane ball saver. I'm still trying to get molly ball to then hit the the reactor area. That's just nuts. Really bad game.
Welcome to the future. Ball save.
If you're quick, you can beat the launcher and skill shot into the middle. And if you watch how Bowen and Carl D'Angelo, who's done some great streams on this as well, you can get them on YouTube. Ooh. Nearly saved it and then lost it. Bollocks. By the way, for Roadshow here is Craig. He's got some great videos on YouTube for learning the things of pinball, which I found really helpful. You check them out. They're on HLD's YouTube channel, but they're really good for like live catching and passing the ball and stuff. I found them really helpful when I was first trying to improve my skills.
Please stand by for reactor startup sequence.
There we go.
Reactor online. Ball save.
That was lucky. Oh, see, I activated the save that I'd picked up. Very, very lucky. Some might call it skill, but biffed that. Total nuclear brick. Yeah, it's. I was watching it. And when you're trying to do things with video and the ball, when you're trying to make it do stuff, it's quite difficult. But I thought they were really useful. And the game Star Trek, it's a great game that you did them on. I really like that game. Ah, that was cat. Now it's useful to watch people play, like the catching stuff. Until I've really seen players do that, I've never have. Just not something that comes naturally, and you have to practice it. But you know, I've got a lot better, especially on Attack from Mars. The ball coming out of the scoop, I'm pretty good at picking that up, and it's just like learning from how you see, watch how other players play, and then try and practice what they're doing. I can't believe I didn't get one ball in the scoop. Ah! Reject. not want to go in the fucking scoop. Ah. I nudged it out of the game. Idiot. Piss off the neighbours. There we go.
Please stand by for reactor startup sequence. Reactor online.
Trying to get the ball up to the reactor.
Main stage, level 1.
Come on! There we go.
Bonus multiplier increased. Reactor.
Hey, right, now it wants me to hit that again.
Full one locked.
See if I can light the volleyball, try and pick this up. Oh, now. Right, come on, one more chance. Ah! Oh,
Danger. All saved.
that was lucky. Ah! Hurry, hurry!
All saved. Reactor unlocked. Scoop to start reactor. Super spinner initialized. 3S jackpot. Reactor online.
Ah! Just fucking whack that. That's the best score of the night so far. I'm going to turn it down a bit though. My neighbours are already trying to sue me. Anyway, free ball comes after you kill the second reactor, or you pick it up on mystery. So once you blow the third reactor, you get a free ball.
Welcome to
It is hard to get to. I think you can change so that it comes on after the second or first reactor. I think. I might be wrong on that though.
All 2 locked.
do that. Bit of a waste. Cool, good
Please
shot.
stand by for reactor startup sequence.
Yeah, I've had an extra ball once. I'm pretty sure it was after blowing up the third reactor.
Reactor online.
I don't like to mess. I don't really like to mess with the settings of a game out of the box. Occasionally, I'll put it in. I'll turn extra balls off, but most games are kind of in the wild or running, you know, out of the box config. So I always try and run out of the box config. You know, a lot of people put 5 ball on and stuff like that, but I want to be able to like play a game in a, you know, on location or in a pub or whatever with the rules that you know you're familiar with, basically.
Spinner initialized.
Ah, come on. So what you'll see is the radiator cools. The radiator, the reactor cools. So if you don't get, you see it was at 90, it's now at 85. So you can't hang around. You've got to go and keep, you know, trying to keep the pressure on it. I knew that was going to happen. Right, I'm going to finish this game in one more and then I'm going to call it a night. Ah.
All saved.
That was a lock shot gone very bad. Right, finally got the reactor. So it's targeted the pop bumper again. Ah,
All saved.
I need to check that out because it's annoyingly occasionally straight down the middle end.
All one alert.
Yeah, man, I've had it a while now, mate. I've just been too busy to stream recently. Yay, there we go.
Reactor destroyed.
No worries, mate.
Reactor unlocked.
I hope you can make it next week, mate. It'd be good to see you.
Core 2 locked.
So close to the second reactor. Can he do it before he calls it a night? Probably not. Ah. Here we go. Woohoo. Right. Right, I've got to hit the R. You see here the R's flashing to close the reactor off. Hi there, mate. How you doing? Just coming to the end of the stream, unfortunately, guys, but because it's late here in the UK. But I've got to hit this R to kind of close this this round off, and it's a hard shot. Oh, right now. So you saw that I got it, but it's giving me another target to hit, which is the destroy target. So it's got harder because I've now got to hit two things to blow the reactor up. Oh! Ah! So close. Oh, come on, try to backhand it. Come on, come on, come on! Oh! I'm hitting everything except that freaking target. Ah! Yes! Woohoo! Right. That's fucking typical. Oh, I had another ball. Awesome. So I've got 2 reactors down on the third one. And you see the score 842872. The 2 in the units column indicates the reactors. It's a really good use of the score. And in co-op play, you can play co-op on this, where 4 players are trying to blow up the same reactors. And you all get the same score except for the last digit, which is how many reactors each player blew up in the game, it's a really cool mode. And it works so well. If you've got friends, I don't have any friends, so I'm screwed. I don't have any pinball and playing friends nearby me anyway. But we had this when we had it in Flip Out. We had a few games at co-op. There's 2 modes. You can 4-player co-op or 2 versus 2, which is really good fun. I've already. Nah. That was it, unfortunately. Yeah, not bad last game. It's always good to end on a reasonable high. Right. Thanks everyone for joining. I'm going to call it a night there before the wife comes and guns me down, or she remotely turns the power off or something like that. Thanks for watching. This is a great game, Total Nuclear Annihilation. If you're in the UK and you want one, talk to Phil at Pinball Heaven, who helped me get this over from the US. Phil's a great guy and someone who's, if you want a machine, he's in the UK, he's the guy to buy it from, in my view. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow from Flip Out. I might stream Alien, as it's very topical right now, or I might not. We'll see what happens. If you're in London, come to Croydon, flipoutlondon.com. It's our little club that we're trying to get going. It's going pretty well. We've got about 50 machines down there. We're open all day tomorrow. I'm there and running the show, and I'll be streaming from there. And then I'll probably stream. Next stream of this will be this time next Friday, or I'm going to be I've got a bit of a gig here a week on Sunday. I'll have the streaming gear around TNA. We'll get some 2-player, 3-player, 4-player action going. Good night, everyone. Yeah, I already took it to Flip Out, mate, a while ago. So basically, good. I'm glad that Alien's working. It didn't work the last time I was there. Worked for about 3 minutes and then went bang. Anyway, so actually Alien's a good game though, I quite like it. Just it's got a lot of baggage. But I appreciate everyone watching. This video, as always, ends up on YouTube, youtube.com/NeilMcRae1, or you can see the replay here for a little bit for the next kind of few weeks until Twitch times it out. If you like this, follow me and then you'll see me when I come online. Take it easy, guys. Thank you very much.